5 unbelievable sounding stories that are 100% true. In this scientific era, we believe everything is driven by logic and subject to scientific explanation. Those stories which do not fall under these categories are often discarded as urban legends. But even today, some incidents occur which defy all logic or appear to be just plain crazy. Both people and nature are still capable of surprising us in mind-blowing ways. Here are 10 such unbelievable sounding stories that are 100% true. 1. In 1993, a Colorado fisherman, pinned by a boulder, amputated his own leg, crawled half-mile to his truck, and then drove another half-mile to the hospital. On the 6th of October 1993, fisherman William Cherokee started his day at a remote lake near St. Mary's Glacier. The lake was small and bordered by steep ridges. Cherokee was scrambling up a boulder field when a large rock fell, landed on his leg and pinned him. He tried to free himself, but neither the boulder nor his leg would budge an inch. Temperatures in that region were already below freezing. Cherokee was wearing a long-sleeved shirt, fishing vest, and long pants but had no coat. He knew that if he stayed overnight then he would probably die. After a lot of struggle, Cherokee decided to escape by cutting off his leg. He pulled out a pocket knife and a small rope. He used the rope to create a tourniquet and then used his pocket knife to carve off his leg right below the kneecap. After freeing himself from the boulder, he crawled towards his truck, which was a half-mile away. Then he drove for another half-mile towards Twin Lakes to get some help. There, the paramedics treated him before he was helicoptered to a Denver hospital. At University Hospital in Denver, Cherokee underwent almost 2 hours of surgery, mostly to clean the wound. Searchers afterward found the leg, which then also was helicoptered to the hospital within a half hour. But the leg was not reattached as it was too late. 2. Convicted of armed robbery, Cornelius Mike Anderson was mistakenly not sent to jail. 13 years later, when authorities realized the mistake, Anderson was married, had a job, 4 children, and was a local soccer coach. In 2000, a man named Cornelius Michael Anderson III was convicted of armed robbery. He was sentenced to 13 years in the Missouri state prison system. Shortly after his conviction, he was released on bail pending an appeal. When his appeal failed, he was told to await instructions on when and where to show up to begin his incarceration. He did exactly that, except the instructions never came. As the years rolled by, Mike turned his life around. He got married and started working as a carpenter. During the 13 years of his sentence, he had 4 children and even became a local soccer coach. In 2013, when Mike was scheduled to be released from prison, the authorities realized their mistake. Mike was not sent to jail because of clerical errors and miscommunication. The Missouri Department of Corrections thought he was already in prison. After the discovery of the error, Mike was arrested on July 25, 2013, in order to serve his 13-year sentence. The case soon gathered both national and international attention. It became a matter of controversy, especially since the victim of his crime did not believe he should be in prison. Mike's attorney filed several appeals and petitions for his release from prison, and on May 5, 2014, Anderson was released from prison. 3. After being married for 7 years, a Brazilian couple found out that they are actually brother and sister whose mother left them in their infancy. Until August 2014, Adriana, 39, and her husband Leandro, 37, were living their life as a normal couple. They had known each other for 10 years and had a 6-year-old daughter. Both lived in Sao Paulo and had been searching for their mother for a number of years. Adriana knew her mother's name was Maria. Her mother left her when she was 1 and she was brought up by her father. Leandro knew his mother was called Maria and that she had abandoned him at the age of 8. He was brought up by his stepmother. Since Maria is a common name in Brazil, they believed their mother to be 2 different women. To find her mother, Adriana went on Radio Globo's The Time Is Now program, which specializes in finding lost relatives. On the show, she was reunited with her birth mother. During the heartfelt reunion, live on radio, her mother revealed she also had a son called Leandro who did not know her. Adriana, shocked at the realization that her husband was also her brother, said, "I don't believe that you're telling me this. Leandro is my husband." Shocked by the news, Adriana broke down on the set and began to cry uncontrollably. While the couple was never actually married legally, they told Radio Globo following the revelation that they would continue to stay together despite the familial relation. 4. A Japanese man set up a CCTV camera in his kitchen to catch the thief stealing his food but discovered a homeless woman who had been living in his cupboard for over a year. In 2008, a man living in Fukuoka, Japan, became suspicious that he was the victim of repeat burglaries after he noticed food was going missing from his refrigerator. So, he decided to install security cameras linked to his mobile phone. On the 28th of May 2008, one of the cameras captured someone moving inside his house. Believing he had detected the burglar, the man contacted police. After an exhaustive search of the property, officers found a woman hiding in the top of a built-in cupboard designed to store bedding and mattresses. The 58-year-old woman living in the cupboard was Tatsuko Horikawa. She told the police that she had nowhere to live and had first taken up residence in the cupboard in a room that the man rarely used. She got in the house undetected about 1 year ago when the owner of the house had gone out and not locked the door. Behind the sliding door of the cupboard, she had laid out a thin futon and had several plastic drinks bottles. She didn't steal any money or other items from the house but did make use of the shower and toilet. Police charged her with trespassing. In 2001, 10-year-old Laura Buxton released a balloon that ended up in the hands of another girl named Laura Buxton who lived 140 miles away. Both girls are of same age, same height, same eye color and appearance, and had gray rabbits, guinea pigs, and 3-year-old black Labradors as pets. In June of 2001, Laura Buxton was attending her grandparents' 50th wedding anniversary celebration in Staffordshire, England. On that occasion, she released a helium balloon along with a message. The message bore the instructions, "Please return to Laura Buxton," and her address. The balloon flew into the field of Andy Rivers in Milton Lilbourne. Mr. Rivers's neighbors, Peter and Eleanor Buxton, had a daughter called Laura, so he gave the balloon to her. Laura, who got the balloon from Mr. Rivers, obeyed the instruction and wrote to the Laura who had released the balloon. The two girls got in touch by telephone and later the girls' parents arranged for them to meet face to face. Upon meeting each other, they discovered a number of similarities. Both of them have many similar physical features like same eye color, same height, and both were fair-haired. They even had similar pets. Their story was chronicled in a segment of Ripley's Believe It or Not. Thank you for watching.